My husband's childhood bestie showed up at our wedding and told everyone he was the reason my husband survived foster care, except he wasn't in foster care. His parents died when he was 22. I knew something was wrong when a stranger grabbed the microphone during our wedding reception and tears filled the room. Not many of you know that James wouldn't be here today without me, he said. When we were kids in the system together, I made sure he ate, even when it meant I went hungry. My husband James looked as confused as I felt. The man who introduced himself as Kevin Mines continued his emotional speech about protecting little James in foster homes, defending him from abusive adults, and helping him from abusive adults. The problem: James was raised by loving parents who both died in a car accident when he was 22 minus, already a college graduate working his first job. He's never spent a day in foster care. I watched my mother-in-law's sister, who had flown in from Australia, dabbing tears from her eyes. James's cousins looked stunned. Our friends seemed deeply moved by this dramatic revelation about my husband's apparently secret childhood trauma as Kevin's voice cracked, describing how he saved 8-year-old James from drowning in the group home bathtub. I made eye contact with my husband across the room. His expression said everything. Who the hell is this man? When Kevin finally finished his 5-minute trauma fiction, the room erupted in applause. He walked over to embrace my husband, who awkwardly accepted the hug while whispering, "I think you have me confused with someone else." Kevin pulled back, stared at James for a long moment, then mildly proclaimed, "Classic James, Oya's downplaying what we survived together. That's why I love you, brother." More applause, more tears. I watched our wedding videographer capturing every moment of this touching reunion that never actually happened. During the cake cutting, I pulled Kevin aside and directly asked how he knew James. His story shifted. "We met at summer camp when we were 12. When I mentioned James never attended summer camp, Kevin excused himself to get a drink. He disappeared for 20 minutes, then returned with another wild story about meeting James in a hospital when they were teenagers. James finally intervened. "Look, man, I don't know you. I think you crashed the wrong wedding." Kevin's face hardened. "I sent you a friend request 3 years ago. You accepted it. We've been commenting on each other's posts." James pulled out his phone, and sure enough, there was Kevin in his friends list, though they'd never interacted beyond a few generic likes. Kevin had spent 3 years studying my husband's life through social media, constructing an elaborate false history between them. Security escorted him out while he shouted about trauma bonds and how trauma can cause memory loss. We tried to laugh it off, but our wedding video is now permanently narrated by a complete stranger's fictional account of my husband's non-existent childhood suffering. So if you are getting married, maybe check your Facebook friends list first. Your long-lost poster brother might be planning his speech already.